All right, Seahawks Nation, listen up. Something seismic is happening behind the scenes, and you absolutely need to hear about it. The ground is shifting, the power plays are already in motion, and what our team is doing right now will dictate our future for seasons to come. This isn't just news, it's a strategic roadmap. Before we dive into the absolute bombshells, if you bleed blue and green and want to stay ahead of every single critical decision, help us hit 1,000 subscribers. Hit that button, join the family, and let's get into it, because what I'm about to tell you, it's urgent.
Let's kick things off with a move that has sent ripples through the league, even before the official free agency frenzy begins. Our Seattle Seahawks, in a classic John Schneider move, have reportedly secured a starting defender. Yes, you heard that right. Before the market even opened, before the big names were even available for official negotiation, our front office made a strategic, decisive strike to bolster our defense. Now, what does this tell you? It tells you that the new regime, led by Mike Macdonald, is not wasting a single second. They are not waiting for the dust to settle. They are identifying their key targets, making their assessments, and pulling the trigger with surgical precision. This isn't just about signing a player, it's about sending a message to the rest of the NFC West, a message to the entire NFL that the Seahawks are serious about reestablishing their defensive dominance. We've seen defenses win championships in this league, and with Macdonald at the helm, the expectation is clear. Build a suffocating, game-changing unit. This early signing is a foundational piece. It's an immediate injection of talent and a clear indicator of the defensive philosophy taking shape. And to those people, I say, you're missing the forest for the trees. This isn't just any player, it's a starting defender. That means a significant role, a significant investment, and a significant impact from day one. It frees up resources, allows for more focused targeting in other areas, and provides immediate stability to a unit that absolutely needs it. Think about the ripple effect. This move prevents us from overpaying in a frantic free agency market for that specific position. It allows us to be more calculated, more patient, and ultimately more effective in our subsequent moves. It's a chess move, not checkers. But here's the burning question, the one that keeps me up at night. Who is this mystery defender? And more importantly, how does this early aggressive move on defense impact our other critical needs, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and specifically the running back position? Because make no mistake, as important as defense is, our offense needs a jolt, and the whispers around the league about our next move are getting louder than a 12th man roar at Lumen Field. We're talking about future draft targets, and the names being floated, you won't believe them.
Don't let these crucial insights slip by. If you want to keep getting exclusive insider information and hard-hitting analysis that truly matters to our Seahawks, you absolutely need to subscribe right now. Hit that button, become part of our community, and stay locked in for every critical update.
Now, let's pivot from immediate impact to future dominance. Because the chatter I'm hearing about our running back situation in the 2026 NFL Draft is absolutely fascinating and, frankly, a bit concerning. While we're making moves on defense, the long-term vision for our offensive backfield is already being meticulously plotted. And the names that are surfacing, the 3 running backs our Seahawks are reportedly being advised to target in the 2026 draft, tell a story of strategic foresight, or perhaps a quiet acknowledgement of current deficiencies. Think about it. 2026, that's 2 full seasons away. But in the NFL, true contenders are always thinking chess, not checkers. They're not just reacting to what's in front of them. They're projecting, planning, and positioning themselves for future success. This isn't a slight on our current running back room, not entirely, but it is a clear signal that the front office, led by John Schneider, is evaluating every single position with a long-term lens. They're looking for that game-breaking talent, that bell cow back who can carry the load, move the chains, and be a legitimate threat in both the run and pass game. The advice being circulated isn't just random speculation. It's coming from astute observers who understand the evolving landscape of the NFL. They see the potential for our backfield to ascend to an elite level, and they've identified specific talents who could be transformative. We're talking about backs with a unique blend of power, speed, and vision. Players who don't just gain yards, but create them, who can turn a broken play into a highlight reel, and who can be the engine of an offense. This isn't just about finding a good player, it's about finding a franchise player at the position. But here's the conundrum, the absolute elephant in the room. If we're already looking 2 years down the line for running backs, what does that say about the immediate future? Are we truly comfortable with what we have for the next 2 seasons? Or is this a smokescreen, a strategic maneuver to perhaps create leverage or obscure other plans? Because while we're talking about 2026, there's another immediate pressing need on defense that could be solved right now with a veteran presence. And the name Jonathan Greenard from the Minnesota Vikings is emerging as a crystal clear target. And the implications of that move are absolutely massive, my friends. Absolutely massive.
All right, now we tie it all together. Because the potential acquisition of Jonathan Greenard from the Minnesota Vikings is not just a rumor, it's a strategic imperative that could redefine our defense immediately. This isn't about 2026, this is about 2024, right now. The 12th Man Rising report isn't just suggesting Greenard as a target, they're calling him a crystal clear target. And why? Because the Vikings are reportedly willing to negotiate, willing to move him to free up cap space. This is a golden opportunity, folks, a chance to land a proven, disruptive edge rusher without waiting for the draft or battling in a bidding war in free agency. Think about the domino effect here. Our Seahawks just signed an unnamed starting defender, a foundational piece. Now, imagine adding Jonathan Greenard, a pass rushing force, to that equation. You instantly elevate the entire defensive line, you bring pressure, you create turnovers, you change the dynamic of every single game. This is exactly the kind of move that screams Mike Macdonald defense. He needs disruptive players, high motor guys who can get after the quarterback, and Greenard fits that mold perfectly. He's not just a good player, he's a game wrecker when healthy, and his presence would immediately make our defense exponentially better. This is where the urgency comes into play. While we're doing our due diligence on future running back prospects for 2026, there's an immediate, tangible solution to a critical defensive need staring us in the face. The ability to acquire Greenard, especially if the Vikings are indeed looking to offload him, means we could get elite talent at a potentially reasonable cost. This would be a masterstroke by John Schneider, a move that signals a true commitment to winning now while still building for the future. But let me tell you something, the stakes are incredibly high here. If we miss out on Greenard, if another team swoops in, that's a massive lost opportunity. It forces us back into a more difficult position, either overpaying for a lesser talent or having to rely solely on the draft, which is always a gamble. This isn't just about adding a player, it's about seizing a moment. It's about showing the league that the Seahawks are back, that we're aggressive, and that we're willing to make the tough decisions to get where we need to be. The question now becomes, are we ready to pull the trigger on Greenard? And if so, what's the cost? Because the future of our team, my friends, hangs in the balance, and every decision matters right now.
Look, Seahawks Nation, what we've discussed today, the early defensive signing, the 2026 running back targets, and the crystal clear opportunity with Jonathan Greenard, these aren't just isolated stories. They are threads in a tapestry that is being woven right now, defining the very identity of our team for seasons to come. This is a pivotal moment. Every single decision, every trade negotiation, every draft pick, every free agency splash, it all contributes to whether we rise back to dominance or languish in mediocrity. Our front office is making calculated moves, but the pressure is immense. What do you think? Should we go all in for Greenard right now? Are you comfortable planning for 2026 at running back, or do we need an immediate solution? Drop your comments below. Tell me your thoughts, because your voice matters. We are the 12th man, and together we demand greatness. Stay locked in, because I promise you, the next wave of news is coming, and it will be just as impactful. We're in this together, and we're just getting started.